What's up guys, Dragon Roy's here once again. So we have the new Daima Vegeta adult version. So here is the box and instructions. And we have the Vegeta figure over here. So let's open the clamshell prison. There you go. And looking at this figure in person is a lot better than what I have seen from the promotional pictures, and it looks really cool. The colors are really accurate to the anime, and let's check the articulations. So everything are really well done for the articulation, and I can feel the torso here is flexible and you can rotate the arms with no issues. Bicep swivel. We have elbow, double jointed elbows, and we have the wrist rotations and torso articulations. It's really bendy, so you can articulate him even more compared to what we've had previously from the older Vegetas from SH Figuarts, and you can really maximize his articulations due to the flexible material used on this figure for the torso. So I think the Games Begin Goku will also be like this. Looks like they're heading to a direction with flexible materials, maximizing the articulations of the figures, giving it more playability. And the other thing is you get to avoid scratching the figures because the hard plastics usually scratch off the paint, and for this one I think this will be a lot sturdier and everything is good to the joint. So unlike the Daima Goku, this one has the double jointed knees, and it has also some sort of ankle pivot or tilt, and it's looking really nice so far. And he can kick really high because of the bendable lower torso, so I can push that up and give him more range compared to the older Vegetas. Initially, I didn't really like to get this figure, but upon seeing more and more reviews coming up in YouTube, I was starting to get to like it, and now in hand, it feels really good. More premium. More premium feel because of the material used on this figure, and I think you can do all sort of poses with this figure. So I'm just trying to feel the articulation, how much it can do with his butterfly joints here. So because of that flexible torso, I can push the butterfly joints even further compared to the hard plastic material in the old Vegetas. Overall, I think I'm gonna rate the articulation a 10 out of 10 just because of the added flexibility and range with the material that they've used on this figure. So let's try swapping the arms with the cross arms accessory, and I'm not sure if we can separate them like with the recent Vegeta from Namek, and it doesn't seem like we can really separate them, and I don't see instructions. Maybe it's on the other side, but I'm not gonna open that. So let's just go ahead and push in the cross arms, and it's not really hard, so it's easy to attach, and it clicks to the upper arms easily. So just like so, you can easily swap the cross arms with no issues, and I'm glad that it's not touching almost anything. So yeah, you will not worry about having to scratch any finish or paint on the torso of the figure. Now let's go ahead and swap the face plates, and it doesn't seem like I can remove the front piece. So the face plates seem to just be just the separate piece from the head. So you just push it in just like so. So no separate front hair piece, and you can put it back easily to the neck peg. And I think as for me as a custom painter of some figures for Dragon Ball, I think this would be easier than having to paint a separate hairpiece that comes with the face. So it eliminates the step of masking the hair on the face when you try to paint the Vegeta figure's head. And I think if I get a good deal, maybe I'll try to get another Vegeta like this and repaint the hair. So it's so this is the cross arms. Let's put it back and switch it back with the regular arms. And then I'm gonna show you some cool poses that you can do with the other accessories, the hands and the other face plates included, as well as the extra wind swept hair. And here's how he scale with the other Dragon Ball figures. So let's start with the same character, Vegeta. So this is from the superhero movie. And this one is the unwavering Vegeta that I've repainted. So the head is more like the super Vegeta. So he's a lot smaller compared to the regular Vegetas that we have, and we have this Townsend Majin Buu. So he's just a little bit taller, and this is the Daima Goku. And this is the one. So this is like sort of a different line of figures because they are using a different scale for the Vegeta figure and the Goku. So I'm not sure if the Daima Piccolo will also be a little bit smaller compared to the Dragon Ball Z Proud Namekian Piccolo. And this is my latest Kit Bash Yard Rat Goku. And we have the latest Demonica Fit Future Trunks. So this is called the Coming One. The Coming One Top Gun. So I just added a custom Capsule Corp jacket for this one. And then last but not the least, Broly. So this is a copy of the SH Figuarts by Demonarch Fit that I just repainted on the hair. And he looks really small compared to Broly, of course. And yeah, I think it still fits the scale if you're not using any other Vegeta in your display. And that is all for this video. Adios. Bye. So I'm gonna put him on my display.